Hi, this is Nina, and it was 6 months ago today that my wonderful neighbor, my angel Jen, discovered that it was the gabapentin medication I was on for years, almost 16 years, that was making me have signs of dementia. And it was called gabapentin, and it had taken everything from me over the course of those years. And the last 3 to 4 to 5 years, I had serious signs of dementia. The past 3 were pretty bad, and I lost my mind basically. And no, it had been brought up to the doctors before that it might have been the medication, and they just dismissed it as that wasn't it, but that was indeed what it was. It suppresses the central nervous system to dangerous levels, and then when you start acting crazy, they start giving you benzodiazepines, which to combat your symptoms and your horrible anxiety, which actually is contraindicated because it's suppressing your central nervous system even more, and the synapses are failing to connect. They're failing to fire into the neurons properly is what happens. And also studies released last month show that gabapentin induces Alzheimer's symptoms in 22% of the patients that take it, and that is a whopping number. And so my life has changed. I have my mind back. I was close to death by the time my neighbor discovered it. I was very close to death. For one thing, it makes you suicidal, which that had been a problem for years. But in my case, I probably would have just stopped breathing and not woke up because my respiratory system was becoming suppressed. I had signs of Parkinson's. I trembled like that for years. It was horrible. I couldn't walk straight for years. I had something called ataxia. If nothing else, the doctor should have caught that that's not mental, that's a physical thing, but from the brain, but nobody caught it. They didn't catch it. And doctors will tell you that this drug is perfectly safe. They're lying. I'm just going to put it bluntly. They're lying because you know what? Hundreds of combined years of medical education did not catch that this was the drug making me this way. And my neighbor who didn't finish the 10th grade, bless her angel heart, is the one who put it together. So just because someone has an education does not mean that they know what's going on. And in addition, the fact that 22% of the people who take gabapentin have Alzheimer's symptoms, pretty much I feel pretty vindicated and validated by that latest research, actually. And also something else I'd like to add is that in 2013, Pfizer settled with the United States government a $1 billion criminal fine against the drug was originally called Neurontin before Park Davis bought the patent and started calling it gabapentin. I was also on Neurontin for years. And the fine was because that Pfizer had actually falsified the clinical results of the studies on what the medication originally did to people. And instead of taking it off the market and finding them, they just find them. I mean, who knows what the clinical studies are? I mean, you could have an arm growing out in the middle of your forehead. Who knows? We don't know. They were falsified. And this is a drug that is being given to people now, every day. It's one of the most prescribed drugs in America. And it took everything from me. It took my dignity. It almost took my life. It took years away from me and my life. But today it's good. And I think it's like my best friend I grew up with, as says, I know I'm kind of feel like I'm the Aaron Brockovich of gabapentin, and I have to warn people. I wanted to do something really funny and roll around in my gabapentin that I have left over in a Maryland bathing suit or something kind of funny and kind of retro. I thought that would just be funny. I don't know why. I just thought that would be funny. But you know what? I decided no. I'll do my own kind of Dina style personal PSA on this drug. So anyway, life is good now, and it's wonderful to have a mind. It's wonderful to not have that horrible anxiety. It's wonderful to not have chronic pain because my arms are not clawing up. My hands clawed up for 15 years like this. They were clawed up. And even after I went off of it for months, I still had the phantom pain of it clawing up. I was suicidal. I put me and people I loved through hell because of this drug. We didn't know why. I thought it was my glucose levels, but or I thought I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was always looking for a reason, but it was the medicine all along. So anyway, if you're on this medicine, you should titer yourself off of it. I was on such a high amount of it, large dose, that there was no titering schedule for it. I had to make up my own of how to go off of it. Don't go off of it suddenly, but this drug, it's bad. It's very bad. And so I'm just going to warn people all I can. Anyway, this is Buddy, and he kept me alive during that time, I think, because he gave me a reason to have to get up every day, or I'd given up. And it took everything, my hearing, my sight, my mind, everything. So life's great now. And I guess this is not that much difference from my video 4 months ago, except that now I know that it does cause Alzheimer's symptoms. And so anyway, I'm just kind of rambling now because I don't know what to say. But it's a wonderful June 30th, 2016. So have a great summer, everyone. Bye. God bless you all.